Hi everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for story time today. I have a really fun story time for you. I'm going to read a book, we're going to do a counting rhyme, and then I have another book to read to you. Before we get going, let's do our hello song. And if you remember, our hello song has some American Sign Language. It has the sign for hello. That's just making a little salute with your hand up next to your eyebrow to say hello, hello. And we're going to use the sign for friend. And then it's just taking our two pointer fingers and giving them a little hug, going the other way and doing a little hug. So we have hello and we have friend. And here's our song. Hello friend, hello friend, hello friend, it's time to say hello. Hi friends, I'm so happy today to bring you story time. And our first book that we're going to read is called Duck Tints. And this is a book by Lynne Berry. And I want us to first, before we read this book, to take a look at this cover to see what we can see and see if we can predict what this story is going to be about. And predict is kind of a fancy word for the word guess. So we're going to see if we can guess what this book is going to be about. We can see on the cover there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little ducks right on the cover. And in the background here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tents. There are 5 tents on the cover as well. And let's take a look at what these ducks are doing. They've got some sticks and they're putting them in the fire, and they've got a marshmallow on them. They're roasting marshmallows. So we see the ducks, we see some tents, and we see they're roasting marshmallows. So what do you think these ducks are doing? What do you think? Well, let's hold that thought in your mind, and we're going to read this book, and we'll see if we were right. All right, so Duck Tents by Lynne Berry. Here we go. In a small backyard by a squat stone fence, 5 little ducks pitch 5 duck tents. So pitch is a word for just setting up your tents. They're setting up their tents, and we can see this little duck here is having a problem with their tent, and maybe the wind's caught it, but they are really struggling to get that tent set up. But I think they're going to get it. All 5 up! 5 ducks cheer. Ducks filled tents with camping gear. They did, they got the tents up. Lanterns, pillows, sleeping bags, fishing poles with brand new tags. Whoa, fishing poles. I bet that they are going to go fishing at some point in this book. Five little ducks each grab one pole. Hurry, ducks, to the fishing pole! 5 little ducks in 5 straw hats tramp through the woods with chairs and mats. Why do you think the ducks are wearing hats? Why would they wear hats when they're going out? And they are going fishing, right? They brought their fishing poles. Yeah, there can be a lot of reasons to wear hats, right? Maybe hats are fashionable, or maybe because they're outside all day, they want to wear a hat to keep the sun off their face. Ducks dig worms, ducks bait hooks. So they want to collect those worms because that's bait for the fish. Ducks flock down with snacks and books to wait and wait and wait and wait. Is that a tug on one duck's bait? So fishing takes a lot of patience. You have to wait a long time sometimes for the fish to bite. But they waited and waited and they got one. So let's see if they can bring it in. 1 duck yanks, 2 ducks lunge, 3 ducks lean, 4 ducks plunge, 5 ducks heave, and 5 ducks haul. 1 duck slips and 4 ducks fall. Oh no, the ducks all fell. What does this mean for the fish? The pole goes zoom, the fish leaps high. We lost the big one, 5 ducks cry. Shadows stretch through the moss-covered glade. Damp ducks shake in the cool of the shade.
Time for a campfire,
2 ducks quack.
Come on, ducks, let's all head back.
Ooh, we can see their long shadows across the land as they're coming home in the early evening there. 4 little ducks reel in 4 lines. 5 little ducks tramp through oaks and pines. Oh, very nice. So many different types of trees in the area. Campfire flames burn down to coals. Ducks toast marshmallows on their poles. Outside crispy, inside sticky, chewy, gooey, finger licky. Oh goodness, the ducks are roasting marshmallows just like we saw on the cover. And roasted marshmallows, if you've ever had them, they are delicious. If you've never ever tried it, I recommend going out and trying to roast marshmallows. 5 ducks sigh, full of marshmallow goo. 5 little ducks hear a hoo, hoo, hoo. Ducks all dive for 10s in a row. Zip up tight and lay down low. Oh goodness, the ducks are scared. 2 little ducks poke out 2 beaks.
I'm not scared.
1 little duck squeaks.
I'm not squared.
Quack 2, 3, and 4. The 5th little duck pretends to snore. Yet 5 little ducks can't help but hear sounds of the nighttime loud and clear. Woo, woo, woo. Oh goodness, look at their little faces in the dark. These ducks are really scared. One by one, 4 little ducks creep.
Not scared now.
Ducks sigh and peep and snuggle up tight and drift to sleep. Oh goodness, look at that. All 5 ducks snuggled up together under one red tent, safe and sound for the night. Excellent. And that was Duck Tents. And you remember back at the beginning, I said, look at this cover. What do you think is going to happen? Did what happen? Did it happen like what you thought would happen? Right? If you thought maybe they're going camping, you were definitely right. But maybe you thought about something else. Maybe you thought they were just having a good time outside, maybe just getting together with friends. And they are getting together with friends, so it's not wrong. But yes, the main focus of the story is going camping. Very good. And I'll put that one aside because I have a counting rhyme for you. It's right here. So we have our counting rhyme. And this rhyme is called 5 Little Logs. And it's called that because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little logs. And it goes like this. Camping on a starry night, 5 little logs burning bright. Whoosh goes the wind, and the owl goes hoot, and 1 little log whoop, turns to soot. And the flames get lower. Ooh. Now how many logs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little logs. Camping on a starry night, 4 little logs burning bright. Whoosh goes the wind, and the owl goes whoo, and 1 little log turns to soot. Whoop. And the flame gets lower. Oh goodness, it is getting lower, isn't it? How many logs do we have left? 1, 2, 3. 3 logs. All right. Camping on a starry night, 3 little logs burning bright. The wind goes whoosh, and that owl goes whoo, and 1 little log turns to soot. And the flames get lower. Oh, look at our little fire now. Camping on a starry night, two little logs, burning bright. The wind goes whoosh, and the owl goes whoo, and one little log turns to soot. And the flame gets lower. Oh, we just have one little baby flame left. How many logs? One little log. Camping on a starry night, one little log, burning bright. The wind goes whoosh, and the owl goes whoo, and one little log turns to soot, and the flame goes out. All dark now. Good night. And that was our rhyme, 5 Little Logs. All right, and that brings us to our last book, and this one's called Monster and Mouse Go Camping. And this one, I'm not going to ask you, what do you think is going to happen? Because it tells us that Monster and Mouse go camping. And we can look at this. We have a monster and a mouse. We can probably guess that they are friends, right? Because they're going camping together. Let's see. And we can make other kinds of predictions. Do you think that Monster and Mouse are going to have a good camping trip? Do you think they're going to be very good at camping? Or do you think they're going to struggle? I'm asking that because I can see little mouse here carrying, I think that's a sleeping bag. And it looks like little mouse is struggling. Monster, though, is very strong and is not having any trouble picking up the sleeping bag, and then is also grabbing, it looks like, a little box of food. Yeah. So let's see what happens when Monster and Mouse go camping. And this book is by Deborah Underwood. It's illustrated by Jared Chapman. So here we go. Monster and Mouse go camping. Monster was having a snack when Mouse burst into the front door.
Let's go camping,
She said. What's camping? Monster asked.
Camping is great,
Mouse said.
You walk in the woods, you sleep in a tent, you tell spooky stories.
Sounds scary, said Monster.
The stories are supposed to be scary,
Said Mouse. Camping sounds scary, said Monster.
Piffle,
Said Mouse.
it will be fun. I am a good camper. I will take care of you.
Maybe next year, said Monster. Or the year after that,
There will be food.
promised Mouse.
Lots of yummy food.
Monster decided might like camping after all. There is a lot of really yummy camp food, so I think Monster's making a good decision. Mouse brought all the supplies to Monster's house.
I made a list so we won't forget anything,
She said.
You'll read the list and I'll pack.
2 sleeping bags, said Monster.
Check,
Said Mouse. 1 tent, said Monster.
check,
Said Mouse. 1 lamp, said Monster.
check.
Said Mouse.
We have everything. Let's go.
Soon they were in the woods,
I hear a stream.
said Mouse. She went ahead to find it. While she was gone, Monster had a snack. Uh-oh, it's Monster eating. Monster's eating the lantern. Monster! After they rested by the stream, they walked some more,
I think this is the right trail.
said Mouse. She went ahead to make sure. While she was gone, Monster had another snack. Oh no, Monster is eating the sleeping bags. Monster! After Mouse came back, they walked some more.
Let's camp on that hill.
Mouse said. She went ahead to find a spot. While she was gone, Monster had another snack. Oh no, looks like Monster is breaking into the tent. The tent isn't food, Monster.
Come on, Monster. I found the perfect place for us to camp.
Mouse called. Monster joined Mouse on the hilltop.
Let's set up the tent,
Said Mouse. Uh-oh, said the Monster.
What's wrong?
Said Mouse. I'm sorry, Mouse. I think I ate the tent, said Monster.
Oh well,
said Mouse.
We'll sleep under the stars. Our sleeping bags will keep us cozy.
Mouse, said Monster. Uh-oh. I ate the sleeping bags too,
All right.
said Mouse.
We can sleep on the grass. Hand me your lamp so I can set up the food.
Mouse,
You ate the lamp?
guessed Mouse.
I'm very sorry.
Said Monster. Oh, look how sorry. Monster does look very sorry. Monster probably didn't realize those things were not food. Mouse was quiet, and finally she said,
Well, at least we can have dinner. You didn't eat the food, right?
Mouse, I did not eat the food, Monster said proudly. Mouse looked in the box. She looked in her backpack.
Monster?
She said,
Yes, Mouse?
I forgot the food.
That's all right, Mouse.
Monster said. Oh, Mouse looks very sad. Poor Mouse. They sat on the ground. It was dark. It was cold. They were hungry. Mouse was especially hungry because she had not eaten any of the tents or sleeping bags or lamps. Oh no,
Shall we tell spooky stories?
said Monster.
I don't think so.
Said Mouse. Then they saw a glow in the distance.
Look,
Said Mouse.
maybe we can get warm.
Maybe they have food.
Monster said. But the campers were toasting marshmallows while a man told a spooky story. Oh goodness, that looks like fun, doesn't it? But then, said the man, a terrifying beast knocked on the door.
Excuse me,
Said Monster politely. Oh gosh, he's really scared of those folks. Oh my goodness. Ah! Monster really did scare them. And look at the expression on Monster's face. He's just like, what happened there? And they drove off. We can see their car in the distance. They're driving off. Monster and Mouse stood alone on the campsite.
Look,
Said Mouse.
sleeping bags
And food, said Monster.
and tents.
Said Mouse. And food, said Monster.
I wonder why they left so quickly.
Said Monster.
No idea.
Said Mouse.
Mouse?
Monster said as he made his fifth s'more. Yes, Monster? Mouse said.
I like camping very much.
I'm glad, Monster.
Said Mouse.
I hoped you would.
So here they are enjoying their marshmallows, and it sounds like they're making s'mores. Wow, and that's Monster and Mouse Go Camping. I love this silly, silly story. Very fun. And that brings us to the end of our story time. So it is time to say goodbye. And we're going to do our goodbye song, which is really similar to our hello song. But instead of saying hello, we're going to say goodbye. We'll just make a little wave with our hand like this. Goodbye. And the song goes like this. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, friends, and thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your day.